I've always loved late-night walks. There's something about the stillness that makes everything feel simpler. I'm a welder by trade, been doing it for over 40 years. I live alone on a big farm, just me and my dog, Bosley. The house is too large for one person, but I could never bring myself to downsize after my wife, Maria, passed away. Cancer took her, and ever since, it's just been me and Bosley. One night, after a long day in the shop, I decided to go for a walk. My property is huge, so a single loop is usually enough. The air was cool, and Bosley trotted beside me. As I headed back toward the house, something caught my eye. I glanced up at the second-story window, the one from the bedroom Maria and I used to share. For a split second, I thought I saw something move. I stopped dead in my tracks, staring up at that window. No one should be in there. I hadn't been in that room in years. My blood boiled at the thought of an intruder. I rushed inside, heart racing, and ran upstairs. The room was empty, just as I'd left it. No sign of anything out of place. The next night, I woke up to Bosley growling. He never barks unless there's something to bark at. Then I heard it, creaking from upstairs. Footsteps. Directly above me. I grabbed my flashlight and went to check. Again, nothing. But the following night, I came downstairs to find the kitchen lights on. I know I turned them off before bed. I called the police, but they found nothing. The worst night came when I decided to check the bedroom again. I opened the door and froze. Maria's clothes, which I'd packed away after she died, were scattered everywhere. And then I saw her, a woman standing in the doorway, staring at me. She wasn't Maria. She was too short. I ran at her, and she bolted down the stairs and out the front door. I searched the property with Bosley, but she was gone. For months, I couldn't sleep. I was constantly on edge, convinced I heard footsteps upstairs. I slept with my rifle next to my bed, terrified I'd have to use it. One night, I saw her again, standing in the yard, staring at me through the window. I grabbed my rifle and fired warning shots into the air. She ran into the darkness. I haven't seen her since, but I know it's only a matter of time. I work for a catering service, which means I'm on the road a lot, usually late at night. One night, after a long shift, I was driving home around 2 a.m. I was wired from caffeine and starving, so I decided to hit the McDonald's drive-thru. As I waited in line, I noticed an old, beat-up Volkswagen with tinted windows parked in the corner of the lot. It was odd, why would someone be parked there at 2 a.m.? I got my food and left, but the car stayed on my mind. I didn't want to go home yet, so I drove to a nearby nature preserve. There's a scenic lookout at the peak, and I thought it would be a good spot to eat. When I pulled into the parking area, I saw the same Volkswagen from McDonald's. My heart sank. I called my friend Sebastian to come hang out. While we were at the lookout, 3 guys approached us, acting friendly but off. They offered us a blunt, but we declined. When I asked about McDonald's, their demeanor changed. Then I realized, there were 4 guys in the car, not 3. The 4th was hiding in the trees, holding something. We ran. We bolted down the path, the guys chasing us. We made it to our cars and sped away. Later, we found out the ringleader was a former McDonald's employee who'd been stalking his ex-girlfriend. I haven't been back to that McDonald's or the preserve since. Growing up in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, my friends and I loved exploring abandoned buildings. Our favorite spot was an old church in Narberth. It was creepy, but that was part of the fun. One fall evening, 6 of us decided to sneak into the church. We climbed the fence and went through a side window. The first floor was just dirt, with a hole leading to the basement. We hung out in the basement, drinking and laughing. Then, out of nowhere, a door slammed shut. 3 of my friends bolted, leaving me, Max, and Ally behind. We decided to check the room where the noise came from. Inside, we found a dresser with a cracked mirror and fresh red stains. There was also an old photo of a woman in a wedding dress, her smile unsettling. Then we heard another noise, this time from the room we'd just been in. We grabbed our stuff and ran. As we climbed back over the fence, I turned around and saw a silhouette in the window. I'll never know if it was real or my mind playing tricks. We never went back. These stories remind us that the night holds secrets we may never understand. Whether it's a shadow in the window, a suspicious car, or an abandoned church, some things are better left unexplored. Stay safe, and remember, sometimes, the scariest things are closer than you think.